celebratory fusion of basketball and Latin culture. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. So here's Dallas's starting group. Davis out there with Washington. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the 3. And for New York, Miles McBride is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at small forward. You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
Washington with the ball. And McBride picks him up defensively. Washington passes to Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Washington. Three-pointer off the mark. McBride with it. Here's Towns. That one's good for 2.
Guys, that is what you call 2 physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. Hart pulls it in. Now Bridges, defended by Thompson. Outside McBride. It's Hart on the wing. And it's blocked by Davis.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Thompson with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And they call an illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. And the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Thanks for that, Allie. McBride can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Anunoby against Dinwiddie. Washington outside. Outside Davis. Pass to Marshall. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, the complete package is AD. Had the defense's attention and found the open man.
Now a timeout called by New York. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
McBride can't get it to go.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
They get it back. Here's Davis. No good with a layup. Knicks trail by 3.
Well, there's a toughness to Josh Hart. You don't mess with him from a contact perspective. He will absorb it.
New York shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Josh Hart at the line, 2 shots.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Hart.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
Pass to Washington. And here's Davis. Here's Dinwiddie. 4 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Launches it from deep. Marshall can't hit.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the three.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Washington. He's scoreless. Pass to Davis. Lays out. Shot from 12. With the clock winding down. And finished off by Davis.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
Anunoby passes to Towns. That one goes. Count it. Towns has got 6. Here's Dinwiddie. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Knicks with the lead. And here's Hart. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Achua comes in for Hart. Wright's checked in for Bridges. And Payne is subbed in for McBride. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Jones, he's checked in for Washington. Christie comes in for Marshall. Hardy, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Just 5 on the clock. Davis drilled from 11 feet out.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Payne against Williams. Payne on the bounce. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
For 3, Hardy. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Achua passes to Wright. The three-pointer off the mark. Davis with it, and it's Robinson picking him up. Outside, Williams. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wright. Achua, high post. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to Payne. Over Williams. Back to Payne. And that one's good. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Now here's Williams. 15 in his last outing. 2 points. That one goes.
Oh, he has a lot of tools in the toolkit. That right there was just one of them.
Outside Payne. He gets it up. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New York out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from New York, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. Edwards out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Dinwiddie. Six on the shot clock. And there's the lob. And Powell with the stuff.
Outstanding timing from Powell. Rises up for the forceful alley-oop.
Bridges outside. And it's Wright missing. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Christie. Shoots over Bridges. Got a piece of it.
That activity on the defensive end paying off for Bridges right there.
Pass to Towns. Outside Hart for three. Edwards pulls it in. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Outside Edwards. When you look back at the history of the league, Doris, no position has evolved more than the center.
You know, B.A., that's a tremendous point, because when you look at some of the best players in the league, they occupy the 5 spot. They're asked to do so much. Defensively, protect the rim. Be able to switch out and guard smaller players on the perimeter. Now you're being asked to be able to make shots from 3. I mean, the big man's got a lot of responsibility in today's game. With Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
For New York, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Thompson. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. It's rebounded by New York.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Right outside. Pass to Hart. The 3 is up. Sends it home from 3-point land. And now it's a 4-point New York lead.
Now Josh Hart starting to show people, I can knock down a 3-point shot. You better guard me.
Here's Christie from 7 feet. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Left side Hart. Bridges outside. Dinwiddie against Wright. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Knicks, OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. And it's McBride in for Wright. Washington's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Christie. The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie finds Edwards. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. No good on that one. So for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Payne is subbed in for Bridges. Williams is checked in for the Mavericks. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's McBride. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McBride's gotten his first basket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Williams passes to Edwards. Washington outside. Now here's Thompson. He's off on that one. Left side Hart. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. P.J. Washington picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New York.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Jones, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for Thompson.
Beginning of the first half, 2 minutes.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Washington. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Robinson. New York leading by 5. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Doris, OG Anunoby helped the Raptors so much on their title run in 2019.
Yeah, the hard part is he was never able to suit up for the NBA Finals. To get through the season and then have an injury at that point, Heartbreaking for a player. But consider he's the first UK-born player to win an NBA title, and that cannot be taken away.
And he's good on the second.
What you love about OG Anunoby, this guy widely regarded as one of the league's top defenders, guys, but he's starting to become a more consistent scorer now as his career has gone on.
Now here's Williams. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Anunoby finds Hart. Robinson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Long arms, tremendous athleticism, and pursuit of the basketball. Mitchell Robinson working the glass right now.
Now Williams. To the inside. Washington inside. He's covered by Hart. Williams from long range. Hart pulls it in.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Anunoby. And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. The Knicks, 4th.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
That free throw no good. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Washington. He hits the second from the line.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
Mavericks trail by 11. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams against Payne. They still need this. Williams misses.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the New York Knicks in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. And taking a look at the Knicks, Shaq, what'd you think?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes a commitment to attack in the painted area. With those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen. That's how they built this league.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
What I'd like to see them do is push the action a little bit. We talk about getting your points within the flow, but sometimes you got to go outside your comfort zone. Force it a little bit. Take some tough shots, draw some contact, and manufacture points.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been quite a game for Josh Hart.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
New York leading by 13. OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's McBride in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Bridges. Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. Back to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. They get it again. Davis just merciless inside.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting a double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Shot's good by Hart.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the paint. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie. Just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Timeout called, the Knicks.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Achua's checked in for Hart. And taking a look at the 2K leaderboards, here are the top wing defenders in the game. Opportunistic and never afraid to go after steals. OG Anunoby third.
And if you're an opposing small forward, this might also double as a list of the most irritating players in the league. Because when you tackle them head-to-head, it's on.
Yeah, defense is a huge point of emphasis for each of them. And it doesn't matter whether they're on the ball, as the steals suggest, or off the ball situations either. They are as active a group of defenders as you're going to see.
I just love the ball movement.
New York leading by 5. Here's McBride. Outside Achua. No luck on that one. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. And there's the foul. It'll go on Precious Achua. That's his first foul. The Mavericks making a switch here. Christie's checked in. Dinwiddie outside. Thompson passes to Davis. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Mavericks ball.
A chance to check out Dallas. And coach is sure it should be going the other way. He's challenging the out of bounds violation.
And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong. It's a great reason to have replay. A call that's easy and quick to confirm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in place. This isn't a judgment call. There's usually pretty clear and conclusive evidence on an out-of-bounds call. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge. But it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call. Their offense sort of clawing back to respectability. Let's see if they can keep building on this.
Pass to Bridges. The 3. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Mavericks ball.
Here's a look at some stats for him. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I think you have to admire the aggressiveness with which P.J. Washington plays every single night.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good. Edwards, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And so Washington nails both of them.
Well, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
Now here's McBride. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
The Knicks with the lead. Bridges passes to McBride. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. Oh, it's blocked by Washington. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Williams comes in for Dinwiddie. Out of bounds. He'll go to the Mavericks. Now that we're late into the season, here's how the East stacks up. You take a look at the Knicks. Right now, they rank third in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
You know, for the Knicks, there is a lot of talent on this team, and they've delivered. They're having a great season, and it's only left their fans wanting more.
Well, how about the momentum they have built to get off to this fantastic start? All positive vibes right now for this group.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
To end the drought, and he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
Let's remember, this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
32.
And so it's Dallas with it. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. That'll be the third stop of this 4-game trip. Achua against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Now Powell really using that length of his to draw fouls. Great anticipation from the young big.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. The first free throw is good. Towns, he's checked in for New York. Jones, he's checked in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for Klay Thompson. And so Powell nails them both.
Well, this is a decent free throw shooter, and where Powell could help himself is getting to the line a little bit more.
Here's Payne. Buries it down low. Payne's got 6.
Knicks lead 37-34.
Mavericks trail by 3. Powell outside. Pass to Christie. Here he goes. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end. Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And the shot goes in.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with a great decision-making. He passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Here's Hardy. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Dwight Powell.
Mitchell Robinson brings a level of toughness on a nightly basis. Love getting inside and seeing him invite the contact.
So for Dallas, Davis, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Marshall in for Christie. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
Payne pass to Robinson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Robinson's got 5 now.
Oh, man, he's got a great combination. Plenty of length and a soft touch from close range.
Here's Davis. Oh, Robinson with a block. And so it's New York, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Klay Thompson is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Najee Marshall. And it's Davis in at the 5. Fast break, New York. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Edwards. The 3 from Thompson. Here's Marshall. Soft touch off the glass.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Outside McBride. Pass to Anunoby. Three-pointer. Fires in the triple. And the Knicks lead by 7.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Knicks lead 45-38.
Down low. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Davis.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Washington's checked in for Davis. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Hart. Back to Bridges. Puts up a deep 3. Washington grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 7. Thompson with it. The ball's knocked loose. Now here's Dinwiddie. McBride covers. Thompson lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, because of his size of the position inside the painted area, Klay Thompson is a real threat.
Pass to McBride. Bridges against Thompson. With the putback. It's good on the putback.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Here's McBride. Boy, he just hasn't been able to get a shot to fall.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Dinwiddie, no good.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
McBride passes to Hart. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First team foul. Josh Hart at the line.
Free throw good. Hart. And the Knicks making a change here. Chua's checked in. And both free throws good for Hart. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Dinwiddie passes to Edwards. The 3 from Washington. It's rebounded by McBride.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Anunoby. It's Bridges on the wing. They get it back. Achua with the dunk.
And this is who Achua is. Tremendous offensive rebounder.
Knicks lead 49-42.
And so it's Dallas with it. 7-point differential. Dinwiddie outside. And here's Thompson for three. And it's New York with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
Thompson gets a good look, and he hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Payne comes in for McBride. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, over the last break, I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Now here's Bridges. Edwards pulls it in. Thompson against Anunoby. From 9 feet, deflected.
OG Anunoby is fast off his feet. 7'2" wingspan, says twice on the pipes.
And the Knicks miss again. Mavericks trail by 7. And here's Thompson. Off target from outside.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Shot's good by Hart.
I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Thompson scanning the floor. Right wing. Here's Washington. And that one's long. New York leading by 9. Towns passes to Payne. Off target with the 3. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Count it.
Spencer Dinwiddie showing you that nice handle. Woo-hoo-hoo, what a drive.
New York has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Now here's Payne. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Washington against Hart. Clock at 6. Bridges passes to Hart. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
It falls! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And Dallas making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Checking in for the Mavericks, Anthony Davis.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. McBride, he's checked in for Anunoby. And Dallas calls time here. They trail by 5. 30 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
He's checked in for New York.
City Dancer.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena.
Klay Thompson loves delivering in tight spots. How easy does he make that big bucket look?
And the Knicks call time here. They're ahead by 3. And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. McBride off the inbound, no good. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Yes! Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Bridges at the line.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2.
This guy is such a high-effort player. Mikal Bridges does everything he can to make sure he's the hardest-working guy out there.
And he's unable to get the second one. Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Here's Davis. No good.
Mitchell Robinson. First personal foul. First team foul. Anthony Davis at the line. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
Oh, tremendous composure at the line to tie things up and give them a shot at overtime.
3-pointer, Bridges. Oh, no good. We're headed for overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. And so it's New York with it. They've got Josh Hart. Precious Achiuwa is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Miles McBride, and it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Achiuwa. Pass to Towns. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Knicks lead by 2.
How about the calm demeanor of Towns? Well made for pressure situations.
And finished off by Davis.
What an emphatic bucket by Davis. This is a guy who never backs down or gives up.
Timeout called, the Knicks. New York making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in.
OG Anunoby.
And the Knicks shooting at about 44% so far. Here's McBride. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Dallas.
Timeout, Dallas. Let's stand up and get loud. And your Knicks City Kid, make some noise.
Out to the right wing, to the middle. Marshall. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
There's McBride. Hardy grabs the board.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Pass to Thompson to take the lead. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Well, big-time moment means big-time guy, and Klay Thompson delivers yet again.
Now Anunoby. Outside McBride. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
Well, that lead didn't last long. Right back to even. What an answer.
It's stolen by Hart. To the left wing.
61.
About 90 seconds off the clock at extra time now. Here's McBride. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
Well, he knows how much was riding on that possession. You get the sense he relishes the chance.
Here's Davis. After the basket by New York. Off the left rim and out. It's Bridges on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Here's Hart. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Marshall. Dallas no good that time either. The Knicks have gone 4 for 6 in OT so far. A good percentage. Pass to Towns. Hart from long range. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Hardy inside. Davis. He connects. And tie game. Huge basket right there. And here are the Knicks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. It's good!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Hardy. On the wing, Davis. 4-3. The rebound by Bridges. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
Substitution. Dinwiddie.
Here's Anunoby, and they go to the intentional foul.
P.J. Washington. 4th personal foul. 2nd team foul. OG Anunoby at the line. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Dallas calls time here. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. All right, guys, what's your take?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Dinwiddie outside. Davis. And it's in. And that one brings them within 1.
Oh, man. He plays with a relentless motor. In crunch time, too. Davis always wants the ball in his hands.
Miles McBride at the line. 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty, missing both. Dinwiddie against Anunoby. Dinwiddie outside. Pass to Davis. Over Towns. Good!
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Timeout called, the Knicks. All right, guys, what's your take?
They've got just enough time for a catch and shoot, but it needs to be immediate.
Let's hear it. We're almost there. Substitution for the Knicks. Precious Achiuwa.
And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to get to the extra period, and then their surge at the end. Whew.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Anthony, it was a great team victory tonight. What satisfied you most about this win?
We just played hard. We just played for each other. The ball was moving, wasn't sticking. And, guys made the right plays. And that's what we've been doing all night, all season. And I'm just glad we came out with the win.
Selfless basketball is a beautiful thing, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.